It. I have stiletto, almond, round, coffin, and square. We have 5 different shapes. They come in a, this is a medium length. I think this is long for me, but this is what the professional wanted. Hopefully, if this goes over well, we'll be able to add short length, extreme length. It comes in 16 different sizes, which means that we have half sizes in the most popular sizes, which no other competitor has that. We have 640 pieces in this box, and to you wholesale is $30. Yeah, so once you get your ID number in there, yeah, I think it's like $30.45. The light, our flash curing light that you need, is on sale for $74. It's normally $99, but you need this light because it works with the Starlight lamp. You have to have these 2 lights to work because it's got the wavelength and the intensity to start the curing that the Starlight lamp will finish curing completely. This cures to 365 to 405 nanometers. I know that doesn't mean anything to us, but you know, there's a scale. Nanometers is on the very low end. Okay, like we can't even imagine. But like 405 is like cures it to the hard cure and gives it the high shine. Okay. So that's going to be my last demo for the day because it goes so quick. It is so much faster than the competitors. I love it. So easy to put on yourself too. So with that being said, we're going to get started. What's your name?
I'm Nisha.
Nisha. Okay. So Nisha is my model today. And hopefully everybody can see where they're at. If not, you can move closer. I won't bite. And I promise I had a shower this morning.
Sorry, Nisha, we're going to be all up on you.
You're okay. You
You can come over this way a little bit and scoot in. There you go.
There you go.
Our legs might rub, but that's okay.
All right, we're going to move just a few of these things out of the way here.
Now, you don't mind if I record, right?
No, it's okay.
Wait, don't get my double chin in it.
I won't. I'm just going to try to get the hands.
If you get any photos, do you have an iPhone or an?
It's an Android.
I don't know. Oh, you can text them to me, right?
Well, and I can also probably send them through TikTok. Depends
Or
on your
Messenger.
page.
No, you can't do Messenger. Can you do Facebook?
Mm-hmm.
You can send them through Facebook Messenger, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what you need
So
to
if you
do.
get any photos, close up of me working, not a whole lot, but a few maybe, I'll get them from you.
Okay.
And she has beautiful nails. I mean, do you not have a short nail?
Do you need one? I'm sorry.
Okay. So Nisha. Oh, look at your purple flower.
I love my purple flowers. That's cute.
Oh,
That is so cute.
I got my first tattoo last year. A year ago this month.
Nice.
My daughter and I got matching tattoos.
Oh, sorry.
It's her and my birth flowers.
Oh.
That's like the same flower.
Okay, go ahead and cleanse.
It must be so nice. My mom and my sister trying to come up with matching tattoos. We're also indecisive. One's dragonflies, one's turtles, the other's. I think I don't even know. It was another bug. I was like, I'm not getting a bug.
Well, last year was a very devastating year for us because her father left me.
So sorry.
And so she was like, we were just really going through a tough time, and she was like, Mom, let's get matching tattoos so that it bonds us, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that's what we did.
Well, sorry to hear about that, but
It's okay. I'm doing better. I'm doing me.
period.
I don't need a man.
Thank you. I told my mom that for ages. Holy crap.
The only time I'm going to need a man is for repairs,
She said, "Okay."
for maintenance.
Yeah, for real. Alright, I can do it. I work on cars too.
it's nice to go out and talk and all of that, but I'm doing me.
As you should.
Yes. All right. So you saw what I did. I just seasoned my files using clean files, not dirty files. And I just took the sharp edges off so I don't cut her while I'm working on her, because if you cut somebody and bring blood, they're not going to come back to you. Then they're going to run their mouth to their friends. They're going to run their mouth to their friends, and then you're going to have an issue with your reputation. So, caution. We're going to use a 240. Why am I using a 240? The lower the number, the finer the grit, the higher the number, the coarser the grit. So we want to maintain the integrity of her nail plate while we are shaping it. So the first step to a dry prep, this is the most basic thing that you will do with any service that you're doing in the salon. Manicure, pedicure, gel color application, Gelevate, nail enhancements, hard gel, dip powder. This is the most basic thing, and if you start having any issues, go back to the basics. All right? Dry prep. Don't use cuticle creams, don't use cuticle oils. All right? 240. If their nail is really coarse and you need just a little more to get them filed down, you can go to a 180, but nothing more coarse. Okay? So all I'm doing is making sure that her natural nail is within her sidewalls, okay, when I did that. She's got a beautiful nail, so I'm just going to just lightly okay. She just needs just a little touch up here. And you see how I'm coming off of the nail. When you're working with a natural nail, that's what you do. That's all she needed. She's got, man, I wish I had your nails. I am so jelly.
I mean, I try to be careful because as soon as they start getting a little bit longer than this, I'm kind of rough with my hands, and
Really?
they always end up cracking or breaking.
Wow. That's beautiful. Thank you. I always like to turn the hand around because I want to see what they're seeing. This also helps me be consistent with the look, because you want all 10 nails to be consistent looking. So step 1 was cleanse the hands. Step 2 was to remove nail lacquer if they have it on. Step 3 is to trim and shape if needed. So we're on step 3. I'm telling you, nails is where the money is. My hair girls, they do a lot of nails in between their hair services. That's where they fill in and make all their money. I mean, when they do their hair colors and stuff, they make a lot of money, don't get me wrong. But when they have downtime, they do nails, and that's where they fill in and make their extra money. Take a look at it. I don't like this one right here. You're wide. You're wide on this one. We're going to taper her middle finger here. So that was step number 3. Step number 4 is we're going to take a lint-free nail wipe and we're going to take some of our hand wash gel and place it on there. Then we're going to take some kind of pusher and we're going to go sidewall to sidewall. We're just going to apply the hand wash gel. All we're doing is sanitizing the area so that if I were to push back too far and abrade the skin, that it would just reduce the chance of her getting a bacterial infection. Now, what I'm doing is I'm pushing back her eponychium to reveal the true cuticle. If you can see the white stuff that is coming up off of her nail right there, that is true cuticle. See it? It's right here. It is invisible to the naked eye, but it's the #1 leading cause of lifting of any enhancements that you put on the nail. So we need to make sure that her nail plate is free of debris, just like a canvas, like a painter has a blank canvas, you need a blank nail plate. Look at everything that's coming off of there. To look at her nail, I would have never guessed that she would have had that much on there. But even doing a manicure on her, her lacquer would not stay on. So we are revealing, pushing back that eponychium to reveal the dead skin tissue. And you can feel it as you're scraping. All right. So now I'm going to take another clean lint-free nail wipe. I'm going to spritz it with NAS 99, which is nail antiseptic spray, 99.9% isopropyl alcohol, which is the highest quality on the market. We're going to wipe away that dead skin tissue. Then we're going to come back with a sharp tool and we're going to go ahead and scrape out what I didn't get with the pusher. Now, some people have extremely tough cuticle, so you want to come back with a 180 grit file, and you're going to go very gently up around the cuticle and the lateral folds, the eponychium. Very gently. Okay, what are we laughing about?
Not you, I promise.
Not you, I'm sorry.
It's an inside joke.
Somebody
No,
was
no,
saying
you're
that.
just playing and singing.
Yelling.
Oh, okay. And then very gently just lay the file down and let the file remove the shine off the natural nail. Again, just lay it down and let the file do its work. Somebody's singing.
Yeah, that's what we were laughing at.
Is that the educator?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
He's lively every day.
Is she in like a drama club or a thespian club?
No.
Or, it's
No.
just her-
No, she's just got a lot of energy.
It's
ADHD
just-
club.
It's just a person.
It's fun here.
The ADHD class.
So once you remove the oil off the natural nail plate, we're going to take another clean for lint-free nail wipe. And by the way, did you see how much dirt came off of her nail plate?
I'm clean, I promise.
I know, but look at what came off of there. That alone will keep the nail polish from staying on there. So we're going to remove the dust and any other dirt that might be on there. And then at this point, we would remove any hangnails if there's any. I think we're good. And then the very last step is we apply Band-Aid. Band-Aid is our pH balancer. And I ream the bristles on the inside of the neck so that I can apply just the right amount to each nail. You go into the bottle each time. So you're getting the exact amount on each nail plate. And this is dry prep. And you do this for every service you do, no matter what. Don't cheat, because this is what's going to make you successful. All right? And I do see a hangnail. She's got a little hangnail right here. You want to make sure that you trim that, because it will interfere with your application of your enhancements. All right, so we're going to go into our first demo, which will be our gel color IntelliGel, and I have red, nude, or black.
I'm doing nude.
Okay. Is that the right one? No. I was like, that didn't look like it. All right, so she chose the nude. I'm going to turn it upside down so the pigments will start emulsifying through the gel, because our gel color system is 100% gel with pigment. So that when it sits for a while, the pigment goes all the way to the bottom. So now it's got to go all the way through that gel. So instead of me vigorously shaking that for 60 seconds, I turn it upside down. So we are going to do our, let me find it. Super base coat. Now it has to be vigorously shook because it has solvents in it, and you have to emulsify those together, because once they sit for a while, they separate like oil and water. So we want to make sure that we have those together nicely. We're going to use your longest nail for this one, which is this one right here. All right, so we've got this shook. Now we're going to apply. When you apply our gel color, you swipe the brush away from you so you only have product on one side. You start in about the middle of the nail plate and you raise your brush handle up so you can get the product very thin near the eponychium without touching the eponychium. And then pull. Then we are going to cap her free edge and her sidewall. And I want everybody to take a look at how this looks, because that is just the right amount. Go ahead and let everybody see. and see how close it is to the eponychium without touching the eponychium, because you don't want to create a wall for the hair to get caught in.
I'm sorry for my Thank you.
And now she's going to cure for 30 seconds in the light. And while she's doing that, I'm going to shake our nude, which is Put It in Neutral, which is, by the way, the #1 nude shade in the world. All right. Again, let me show you. You swipe the brush away from you, but I want to clean it off because I want to show you our new brush. Our new brush is kind of rounded, all right, so that when I spread my bristles out, I can almost cover the whole cuticle area from sidewall to sidewall. Our stem of the brush is very flexible, so I can apply as much pressure as I need, all right? So again, you want to make sure that you swipe the product away from you on the one side, so you just have product on the side that you're working on. We're going to start about halfway. I'm going to bring my bristles up, and I'm going to wiggle, wiggle, wiggle to get as close as I can. See how it's covering sidewall to sidewall? I'm going to pull that product down. And all I have to do is come over and barely touch that up. Barely touch that up. And cap. And then she goes in the light for 30 seconds. You want to keep your product thin. If you try to put it on too thick, it will not cure properly. It will bubble and it will peel off. You have to cap your free edges and your sidewalls each layer. If you miss one, it will peel. I promise you, okay? I know we're nail techs and we think, oh, I won't do it this time. It's no big deal, but it is. It will peel on you because it knows. It just knows. It happens every time. Again, start out in the middle. Move your brush handle up, wiggle, spread, wiggle. Get as close, but don't touch the eponychium. Pull. Side. Side. Cap, cap. I got a little bit on her skin right here. Take something and get it off. And she goes in for 30 seconds. OPI has a no white top coat now. So there's no inhibition layer. You just cure it, and that's it. It is super glossy, will last for weeks, and you can also do chrome with it. We also have a new matte, and it's very, very matte. I love it. I start out in the middle, and I wiggle, and I pull the product down. You want to make sure you have no bubbles in the top coat when you apply, because if you do, it will have little volcanic pits on it, okay? Make sure you cover the whole entire product, or I'm sorry, the whole entire nail, sidewall to sidewall, and make sure there is no bubbles in your top coat. Oh, I see one. And how you can avoid getting bubbles is you want to float your product. All right, we're good.
So when
30
you say
seconds.
float your product, you just didn't push your brush all the way down correctly.
Right. Because like nail techs seem to overwork the product. We're very aggressive when we are applying product. We want to do this. We're very aggressive. We want to do this, swipe real hard. You don't have to do that. If you use little product, just enough product that you need, you can float it and be done with it. All right, so it just needs to cool down and it's done. So that's our first demo. So our second demo is we have to apply a tip, and how about if I apply the tip to myself? Do you want me to do that so you don't have a tip on you?
I don't mind.
She's also going to be your model for the other classes.
Oh, really? So you don't care?
Not at all.
Okay, all right, all right.
I wasn't sure how long you needed them, so I just didn't cut them.
Do you care if I cut one?
Not at all.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm an
Girl,
esthetician.
I'm
They're
not-
actually not supposed to be this long.
Okay, I'll cut it. I'm gonna cut these two. Yeah, I'm gonna cut these two. Beautiful nails.
They grow back in like 2 weeks.
Oh, they're so pretty. All right. I jumped the gun. So our next one is at state board you have to sculpt using a form. All right. So I took it off. I'm taking the middle out and I'm placing it on the back of the paper form. Then I'm taking a pair of scissors and I'm cutting the top and I'm creating a C curve, okay? Creating the C curve. Then I'm going to attach these two tabs. All right? Hold your hand like this. We are going to go up underneath her nail. All right. Did you guys see that? Do you need me to do it again?
Will you do it again?
Pretty
Yes.
easy.
All right. It's how you angle her in. If you need to come behind me, come behind me. Come around me. I don't care. Okay. So the secret is to attach these two tabs to hold it together. Go up underneath the nail. Make sure that line is in the middle of the nail. Can you see? Come on up.
Put your glasses on, Mr. Long.
Good girl.
Did you see it? And then what we're going to do, hold on. Now go ahead and straighten out. We are going to attach here. Then we come here and we attach these two tabs so that it's straight out from her nail bed. Straight out. It's not crooked down, it's straight. And then if you can turn this around so they can look at the barrel. See the C curve that it's creating? Go around this way. You'll have to go around the other way. See the C curve that it's created? See? All right? All right.
At that point.
We're gonna
So-
try that today.
So now, I'm going to take a couple clean lint-free nail wipes because I like to keep my brush clean, and we're going to talk about how to make beads because Clarité is exact ratio of liquid to powder. All right? I know, but it's an awesome product. It is an awesome product when you know how to use it correctly. All right. Let me get the bubbles out of my brush. So you just gently. I only had a few bubbles, that's good. Because when you do it, the bubbles will come out. See the bubbles? I only had a couple. If you don't get your bubbles out, then it puts bubbles into your product. And you don't want bubbles in your product. Okay? That's how you take care of your brush. I've had this brush for about 20 years.
The same one.
Yeah.
Nail techs in the Asian nail techs, they be like they have to change them out every so
Because
often.
they're using illegal product. And that illegal product eats their bristles.
Oh,
They
okay.
really are using illegal products.
Yes, they are. And how you know it has a harsh smell? When you
So
walk,
they don't know.
huh?
They don't know.
Not all of them, but a lot of them do. Yeah.
You said it has a harsh smell.
But almost every nail salon that I've ever went in smells like that.
They're using,
acrylic.
they're non-standard salons, and they're using illegal
Well, that makes
products.
sense because it's probably cheaper.
It is
So they
cheaper.
order
They
it
have
off
it
the
shipped.
market.
Let me tell you, I've worked with non-standard distributors, and their product they can get a gallon for $55.
Cool. A gallon of what?
Liquid,
Monomer.
acrylic liquid monomer for $55.
MMA.
So do
Isn't that phone right there? Is my
So-
phone right there?
Do you what do we look for to know it's an illegal
Okay,
product?
I got a photo. Yes.
His family over here, Alex. His family
Sips tea.
has a salon, a nail salon. They're passing down.
Okay, so, listen, I know. I have worked with non-standard distributors. Not all of them are bad, but I have worked, let me get back. I have friends that are from Vietnam. They're honest with me. And I ask them, why do you charge $5 for everything? And they tell me, well, your $5 turns into $25 in our country. You know. And I'm like, okay, well, that makes sense. So they're saving their money. 5 of our dollars turns into $25. So they're saving it over there, making a lot of money, you know what I'm saying? And then they help send a family member over. Okay, I don't have a problem with that. But, let me see if I can find it.
Do you use Clarité?
Clarité is my backup system.
You use Absolute.
I use Absolute. The Clarité is our backup system.
Please tell us why they added this curing resin to the Clarité.
Because it will not cure, it has to have an activator.
But it used to not have that.
So like the dip.
Right, you had to really apply it thickly and roll it off. Okay, so the distributor that I went to in Connecticut, that is what we call a non-standard, that has their product shipped overseas. Their monomer that they are using and selling has crossbones on the front of it. And it has MMA in it. And so it's poisonous. So I took a picture of it, and I've got it in my picture somewhere here. Let me find it. unless it's on my other phone. It could be on my other phone. It's just educating. It's truly about education and knowing that even though they're using it on the client, it is hurting them as well, because it eats the lining of the lungs. The dust eats the lining of the lungs. Oh my God. And I think that's why they wear the mask a lot. But listen, I have been in non-standard salons myself.
Like you worked in them?
No, I've gone and got my nails done in them.
Oh, okay.
That I know use safe products. So you cannot say that every salon, non-standard salon, is bad, because they're not. But if one does something wrong, all of them get a bad rap. You know what I'm saying? But I work with some really good. I was afraid to say it.
Is it right to say?
Okay.
It's bothering me.
Okay.
I'm here to work with things I say in here.
I work with some really good Asian people, women and men. I have learned a lot from some Vietnamese men that have taught me a lot of nail art. I mean, amazing nail art. And you know what? I don't think I have it on this one here. It's on my other phone, because I have gone way back and I should have already been in it.
It's okay.
But anyways, so it's cheaper in their country for the monomer. Like a gallon of our monomer for OPI is $200, our price. And back, I'm going to say like 5 years ago, it was like $55 for their monomer. It might be more now, I don't know, but I only know this because my Vietnamese friends tell me, they tell me. We use it because, it's cheaper, and that's why they can charge less, a little less, because our money turns into 5 times what it is here in America. So that's why. All right.
That's
Huh?
because I'm leaving here later.
You're going to go back. You're going back to your.
I'm gonna run to the salon and be like, oh, look at this stuff.
You're going to go look.
Ask
at
them
it.
where they're getting their stuff and figure it out. But not to
So-
don't go back. Like
What are we looking for
something you
when
can
we
change.
read ingredients for
Ethyl
monomer?
methacrylate acid. EMA. Don't, if it's got MMA in it, stay away from it.
But if it's EMA, it's
It's
okay.
EMA is safe.
Okay.
Is okay.
Yeah.
That's in your book.
I got an inspection to do.
All right.
Just go look at their products. Don't
I'm.
say
Yeah.
No, I'm not anything.
Yeah. Don't get them upset.
No.
Just if you're inheriting it, you can change things.
Yeah.
All right. So when you want to create a small bead, you got to swipe your brush out 3 times. And you're going to tap. Let it dome.
You said dome, D-O-M-E.
D-O-M-E.
Let it down.
And this is a small bead. Well, it's expanding. It's leveling now. Let me get it off of there. Let me put it on this so it can't level.
Are you using Clarite right now, by the
I'm
way?
using Clarite, yes. Honestly, you're probably not going to use Clarite when you go into the salon, but it's good backup. So,
Can you tell them the benefits?
well, it's odor-free. You can leave your monomer out all day uncovered and it will not evaporate. It's only has 4 shades that are complementary to all skin tones. Here's your small bead right there. So you wipe your brush out 3 times. You need a medium-sized bead. You're going to wipe your brush out twice. This is your medium bead. And then when you need a large bead, you're going to wipe out once. And that's exact ratio right there for your beads.
Those are
3
awfully
for small.
small.
Wipe 3 for small. Wipe twice for medium. Wipe once for
You're a large.
large.
Is there a trick if we want a bigger one?
If you want a bigger bead, just
Wipe once.
Wipe once.
It's the amount of time she's tapping.
Cool. Bet.
So what was the tap method? Can anybody tell me? Like for each bead, did y'all capture?
I don't ever count. I just keep. See, I even got a bigger bead.
Yes.
And if you want a bigger bead, just don't tap any out.
Let the drip.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to tap out.
Sorry, I really had to say.
Yes. I like that.
So it's like tap, drag, like.
There you go. That's an even bigger bead.
The reason is it's so popular now to kind of just get this large. To
Yeah,
cover the
you want to
most.
do a one beater.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do one beads in the salon. I want to work fast.
For long stiletto.
Yeah.
So for long.
Now, how
All
did
right,
you keep
so
that
now we
from
know how to
leveling
do
out?
beads. That is exact ratio. Once you place on the nail, if you're chasing it, it's too wet, and you're not gonna make a good nail. So we have Band-Aid on here. Now we have to add the primer. So we're gonna add our Bondex. And we're gonna do a 3 beater, all right? We're gonna do a 3 beater because I gotta teach you that.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna use a natural powder and we're gonna do a medium bead. I mean, I could do a 1 bead, but that's not fair to you guys. You gotta learn how to create the apex and everything, so. Is that the white?
Looks like it.
Yeah. I picked up the white, didn't I? Once you place it, let it level. You have 22 seconds to work with this product. See how it's working? See how it leveled? Don't overwork this product. Let it work for itself. Now we're going to start moving it.
Have you been here before, Miss Virginia?
No, not at this one.
We've had another person who came in, or has seen it on TV or something. I don't know, but your method seems maybe it's the in person. In person is always better than a video.
I agree. I do, because like there's so much more that I talk about than in a video. All you have to do, so like we come to you guys at least once a year because there's 75 locations.
Travel to your school.
Yeah. Last year I did 23 of your schools. I didn't even know you guys existed. Yeah, I did not know.
There's 3 schools here in Kentucky.
I know.
4.
Yeah, and I've been to every one of them.
And she's patted it almost all the way back, it looks like.
Yeah, she's
Now I'm going to do a smaller bead.
suitable area.
And I'm going to place it where I left off with the last. I'm going to let it level. My brush handle is going to go up so that I can actually get it close to the eponychium. And then it's going to go to a 0 to pull the bulk down. I don't like this hump here, so I'm going to bring it up to a 90-degree angle. I'm going to push this. Then I'm going to bring it to 0. There we go. Now, looking at it from side view, looking at it down the barrel, I need a little bit of a bead right here. Right here. Your light's going to become your friend, so we just need a little bead.
Taking that free edge part up a little bit.
Well, you don't want it to be too thick. You want it to be the depth of a credit card, but I need to level it out. So we're going to walk it sidewall to sidewall, and then I'm going to blend it very gently. That creates my apex. Oh, we're close to an airport here.
They have like a
But
little,
it might be the
Airport.
hospital.
and they got a personal airport.
Oh,
close by.
really?
Mm-hmm. Private.
I know I gotta drive back to Louisville and catch a flight today. I gotta rearrange my suitcases so I only carry one with me. Okay, so what makes Clarite different than our traditional acrylic systems is it dries from the bottom to the top. And so as it dries, it becomes more glossy. And so we're going to let that dry for just a moment. And then I'm going to add my step 3 top coat, which is the same thing as your Clarite resin. All right. But I travel with this because it's glass and it doesn't explode, it doesn't leak out. But your Clarite curing resin is the same thing, but if you want to switch to the step 3 top coat from our Powder Perfection line, you can do that as well. It's $9 a bottle.
Look at this.
I just took the lid off. So we're going to dry brush this to get rid of the gloss. And when I apply this, I gotta have a bead of product. See that bead on the end? All right. So we are going to deposit the bead very gently, and we're going to float that bead. That means that my bristles and my brush does not touch this acrylic. Right.
Yeah, but my brush is hard as a rock.
Yep. You can take acetone and soak it probably 15 minutes to a half hour. Make sure you go around the perimeter of the nail. But the secret is wipe this brush out before you put it back into the product so that you don't harden any of the product inside the bottle. So we're going to let that dry, and then we are going to add a tip to the next one. Maybe. Let's try this one first.
So you can take all these products on a plane? Or you have to ship
I have to check them in. Oh, that's too big.
You got a Noel.
This is a half well. Well, no, this is a quarter well, I guess. You want to make sure that your tips fit sidewall to sidewall. Now, I'm going to take her sides out to get a better fit. So I'm just going to round it out. right, so I'm going to teach you how to make glue. So you don't ever have to buy glue again. She's already got Band-Aid on. You're going to take step 2 of our step 2 activator of our Powder Perfection line. You're going to apply it to the nail plate. You're going to take step 1, which is base coat of our Powder Perfection Liquid Essentials line, and you're going to apply it thinly inside the well of the tip.
This is new stuff. And they, I don't know if they're giving this to them.
No, this is not in their kits.
Yeah, it's definitely not. I'm saying I don't know if they're going to change it and start
No.
doing this. No one's ever showed that.
This is stuff that they'll be able to purchase on the Wella app, and trust me, you'll never buy glue again.
This is what I use when I do my nails.
I'm going to tuck in our corners, make sure we've got a good snug fit.
You could become another OPI representative.
Hey, they on that app, whenever we need an educator, that's when they'll put it out on that.
Okay. Do they train you to be an educator, or do you do your educator?
Oh no, you go through boot camp. Oh yeah, I went through a 5-day boot camp.
Did you have your educator's license though?
I'm nationally certified, yes. And every year I have to be certified in every state. I can be rejected. Yeah. Thank the Lord I haven't been. Yeah, thank the Lord I haven't been rejected.
How you get your national certified?
It's through, when I
The OPI
finish through
certified.
OPI, they do all the paperwork.
So that you can go all around, yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know that glue trick though, so that's pretty cool.
You want to hold on to the tip so it's not hitting anybody in the face. Now at this point, I'm going to go to a 180 grit file because I am now working on a tip. And now I can seesaw.
Did you ask her that question about the seesawing on a natural nail?
No seesawing on the natural nail.
I don't think that was me, but I do
Oh
remember
no,
what you're
that
talking
You were
was
talking about going in
me.
one
And I didn't
direction.
miss a little, that was me.
Oh, filing in one direction?
So when you're filing the natural nail, should you go in one direction when you're filing the end, or is it okay to
One direction.
one direction?
Yes, one direction. Either direction, but you don't,
But keep it
like you can go
consistent.
like this, you can do this, but you have to come off the nail. You can't be going, that's seesawing.
So I think she's also saying to just go across the whole nail.
Yeah.
As long as you're going in one direction, it's fine. When you file to nail, you have to
Well,
What
I
was your
asking 'cause when
question?
you were doing it, you would go
From corner
like
to
the
center.
halfway through the nail, and I thought that would make the middle of the nail split because you were technically crossing over in the middle.
But now
What
she
was you
did
saying?
say that was okay though, as long as you come off the nail
Yeah,
to go
look.
back.
Okay, so we're pretending this is a natural nail.
You can do that.
So you're going across both.
Yeah, you just can't do this.
Coming off the nail.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to blend the tip a little.
What's your file grade again?
180. Okay, so we're going to take a clean lint-free nail wipe with NAS 99. We're going to cleanse the dust off of the nail. Now, because we did that, we have to add Band-Aid back to the natural nail. And we have to add Bondex.
Are those just regular tips or are those the new gelatin?
No, these are just regular tips. All right, so I'm going to teach you how to do it pink and white.
Ooh, I'm excited for this.
So we're going to do the pink first, and I'm going to show you how to do the cutout method.
Do you mind if I move this?
No, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. So we need a medium-sized bead. So we're swiping out twice. We're going to place about here. We're going to let it level. Remember, you have 22 seconds to work with this nail, so don't be in a hurry. See, when you have the right consistency, you see how easy it is to move it?
Mm-hmm. You're just patting it.
I'm just barely patting it. Now I'm going to move that bulk down by bringing my brush handle down. I'm making sure that I tuck it in. I don't want love handles. Want to keep all the product within the perimeter of those lateral folds. So I want to come back with a 90-degree. Make sure that got it thin. Tuck in. Bring down.
Y'all are moving the table.
All right.
So at this point, is the product touching the cuticle at that
No,
point?
it's not. There's a slight line. It's very slight, but it's there. Okay, so I'm taking another tip. And at this point, you want 2/3 pink and 1/3 free edge of white. We wanted to make her nail look elongated. So I'm going to cut out for the white.
Oh, that is so cool.
Now I'm going to come back with white, and I'm going to work with it a little drier.
Now, what size bead do you think you need for this one?
Hmm.
Small bead?
Medium-sized bead. Yes.
Is anybody going anywhere else?
I don't know yet.
I don't know where I'm going.
I know we got McDonald's, but I didn't know if anybody was going anywhere else.
I already have McDonald's.
Will y'all let me know if you figure it out?
I struggle with this so much.
I'm impressed that you're using Clarity.
I love Clarity. I really do. I love the workability of it.
I just think it's so sticky when it's done.
So would you charge more to draw that on like that or to do what you just did?
Oh yeah, you always charge more for this.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
It's really, really pretty.
I charge $88 to do pink and whites. A full set, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Now,
Wait,
what if you
say
were
it
to
at
just do
$85?
88? If you were to just do acrylics
That's
and
pretty
paint
cheap,
essentially,
really.
how
I
much
mean,
would
that's
it
a
be?
decent
My
price.
full sets with the French manicure painted on is like $70.
I don't know about cheap, but
That's wonderful price now.
It is nowadays. That's a good price.
yeah. For a good.
I wish I could charge more, but my area is so economically depressed.
I'm glad you said
Oh,
that.
Ohio.
I'm in Portsmouth.
So if
and-
you were in more of a upper class neighborhood,
Oh,
what would
I
you
would
charge?
charge you way more.
What would you charge if you were in a better neighborhood? Like, what do you think your going price would be?
I would have to check the demographics and see what everybody else is charging before I would, because you don't want to outprice yourself.
Yeah, that's cool.
But I mean, because I'm an educator and stuff, I believe that I should be charging more. But in my area, I can't, or I wouldn't have anybody.
Right.
That's that top code again.
Yeah.
That's the resident.
Low that res.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that sounds
I want to
good.
work on that when I'm done with my box.
How much is a broccoli bowl? A bread broccoli bowl?
I know. I wanna do another.
So, will you actually do the dip here today or no?
No, not the dip. That was the one thing that we didn't discuss. All right. So how do we know that this is dry? We click, it's dry. We're going to take that off. And look how thin it is. It should only be the depth of a credit card.
And I need to work on that.
I know. I want you to check out these nails I did because something's not right about them. If you would later, Miss.
Okay. And
There's been some
She
flash
wants-
happening behind you too.
She wants pictures, but I will go through this video and screenshot places of the video.
A broccoli bowl?
I wish I had a way just to send the whole video so that you could pick and choose what you wanted.
I'm sorry.
yeah, it would be way too long if you didn't cut it off.
Yeah.
You may be able to go back through the video though and screenshot certain images for her.
Now you're still getting an inhibition layer here, even with that.
A little. Just a little.
Do you hear me? If you go back through the video like right now, then when you watch it back, screenshot it and you can send her those pictures.
You
that's
can
what I'm
send me
gonna do.
little experts of videos if you want to.
Now, will I find you on Facebook under the same name your TikTok is?
It's Regina Rice Kelly.
Can you text that to me?
Regina Rice Kelly, yes, I will.
So you want to make sure you do the majority of your work with your brush so you don't have to do a lot of filing. I'm right-handed, so I always start on my non-dominant side because I can get it right on my right side every time. It's my left side I struggle with.
Now, in your own salon, do you have a nail drill?
Yes, I work with an e-file.
All right. Or e-file, I guess I should have called it. Well, it does. So you pull it out.
Yeah.
I want to get this corner right here.
What is your RPMs on that as you go around through
It
the...
goes up to 36 or 38,000, but I use it on a very low speed.
When I go to the nail salon, they be having that thing.
All the way
Oh,
to
yeah, it hurts. They burn you and everything.
Okay, so we are going to buff up to a high shine using files, okay, or buffers. So we went from a 180, now we're going to a 100 grit file buffer. You want to go around the perimeter of the nail. Then you want to go to the 180.
Regina Rice. Kelly.
Look it up, man.
I'm buffing up to a
I
high
was
shine.
too, because I
Now
was
we're going to
afraid
go to the 220, 280. Because you're going to have clients that don't allow you to go into the light because they think they're going to get cancer. So you charge them for the extra files. In our salon, they're not allowed to bring them back, so they have to pay for the new files each time. I only
What?
have 2 women that I have to do this with, and they do not tip me because it makes them mad. But hey, rules are rules.
So even if they put sunscreen on before they come in, they still won't let you do a layout?
No.
Okay.
And it's not even a UV lamp, it's an LED lamp.
so. They just get normal polish.
No, they make me buff them up to a high shine doing this.
They're worried about how it's
That
going
is
to affect their
ridiculous.
skin.
Yeah.
And that's crazy that they don't tip you for it.
What you said.
Right, because you doing more
And they're my
work.
2 richest women that come into the salon.
It's the rich people that act like that, I'm telling you.
That's the ones that you're like, my prices went up. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Or if you're waitressing, it's the guys that are on dates with a woman. They don't pay a tip, nothing.
I'm sorry, that's the most unattractive thing you can do on a date. Personal opinion, but if you don't tip, we're not going for a second
Yeah, I have
date.
to be honest. My husband just slides me the receipt. He's like, write what you want to write.
And that's cool. That's cool when they do it, but it's like, I don't know if they feel,
I always tip. Always.
I don't know if they feel like they're going to be
At a restaurant,
flirty
yep.
if they
Put on,
tip
I'm
or
sorry.
And if I can't tip, I won't eat there.
But this, let them look cute.
Oh, though.
That is cute.
Yeah, it is. But you would get the same result if you had stuck it under the lamp, though, right?
Yeah, that they just won't
That's
let me.
ridiculous.
I'm still fiends rolling over that other nail though. That's
I am too. I love that. Even the curve on it looks really good.
I would pay for something.
But she said no. She said she'd been doing nails for 23 years though. So you
28.
28. I thought I heard a 23.
That's salon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know where the time has gone, but it's 28 years. I'm like, how in the world have I been doing nails for 28 years?
So when something new comes out with nails, do you typically try it?
Oh, yeah. I know just
You
about
like all the
everything.
new fun stuff?
Oh, yeah. I try all the new stuff.
Like the Gel X.
Yeah,
I'm a little afraid at the gel edge.
That's the only thing I can do on
Because
my
of the
own.
allergy that people talk about that you can get.
There's hypoallergenic Gel X.
Yeah.
See, I got mine from Sally Beauty. I used to do my nails all the time, then I got lazy. But that's the only thing I can do on
Okay, so
myself.
now
All right, so we're doing Gelevate, which is like
The Gel X.
Okay, so we've already got Bond-Aid on there. We're going to put our Bondex on for our primer. All right, so we don't have to put our 4-in-1 builder in this whole gel tip. I'm only going to put it right to the end of the bottle. Because when I press it on, the product is going to go forward and cover her now. You're going to have to get behind me and see this. This is neat.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, watch this.
Can you hold that?
And then I'm going to tap that on, and I'm going to start curing.
Do you have a lot of people come in your salon asking for this?
Yes. Notice there is no seepage. You need to go in the light for 30 seconds. This lamp will last for 24 hours before you have to charge it again. See how I tapped it on, and we've made everything just so easy.
Is it true that Gel X is better for the health of the nail?
Yeah, I mean, it allows your natural nail to just grow out and be itself. And the natural nail does not need to breathe. It's dead. It's dead. Okay, so that's just a myth. Okay, so you used the
Be telling me to let my nails breathe.
natural. So because these tips are already etched, do you want me to take the link down for you?
I used to get extra long nails done.
But if you want to keep it long, we can.
It's whatever you need for the demo. You can cut it if you like.
Okay. I was like, it's a pretty long one, yeah. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so she used nude, so we're going to use nude again. We do not have to use a base coat because it's already etched. So we're going to apply the nude over top of the tip. And we're going to cap the free edge and the sidewall. She's going to go in for 30 seconds. And then we're going to e-file the pink and white, and then I will put gel color base and gel color top coat over top of it to get the high shine, and then we'll be done. And we will meet your 12 o'clock lunch.
Stop it. So you don't put no acrylic over top of those tips?
No.
Now these are pretty just
Oh, the gel
on and
is quick.
done.
It's quick and it's easy, and I know whenever I used to do them, they'd last me up to 3 weeks.
Oh, and they are, you can refill them. You can balance them. So when they come back in, you just use our 4-in-1 builder, or you can use one of our colored builder gels and go over top of it, and you can just keep filling them in until they grow off.
That's the kind of nail I need to do.
Now this is new for OPI, correct?
Yes, this is the newest system for OPI.
Yes, absolutely. Don't
There we go. 30 seconds.
And if you want to switch up how it looks, you just take the nail polish off. And
You can, yes, you can just e-file the nail polish off and just change the color.
Now how long does those last?
The nails? I've
Mm-hmm.
been
The Gelevate.
I've been wearing mine for over 3 weeks.
Just come, where you come see
Ah, Portsmouth, Ohio.
Come drive out there. Come
I've been wearing mine for over 3 weeks.
So they last just as long, you think, as dip
Yeah.
or acrylic.
wow.
Yeah, they're just as strong too because we made the tip flexible around the eponychium and the sidewalls, but we made the tip, the free edge, strong.
Got it.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Make sure you get your student ID number so you can order your stuff.
What did you use to glue the tip?
The 4-in-1 builder.
So I do have another question for you, and it's about your dip system, because that's
Okay.
what I use, but now I use it personally on myself. Well, obviously, I don't have a nail salon or anything yet, but what do you do to keep it pretty sanitary? Because you don't without
dip.
wasting a whole lot of powder.
Yeah, you don't dip in the jar, number one. You
Right.
put it in another dipping dish and you measure. So you measure there now to see
Okay.
how much you need to put in there. And then you just put enough in to cover. And then once it starts getting too low, you start pouring
Okay.
so you don't waste.
Gotcha.
All right, so let's go into e-filing. We're getting ready to e-file the last nail.
I'm taking your chair so I can see her a little better.
I lost interest.
Food.
I know.
Just ordering.
It happens. It was still a little wet, so let me roll that off.
I'm still very interested.
Me too. But nails is my thing. I love
Remember,
nails.
don't take off because I want to take a photo.
You might want to tell them that, Ev. I don't think they're listening.
Tasha, y'all don't take off yet because she wants to get a photo. Yeah, I wanted to go back, not to cosmetology school, but to just go get my nail license. Because I wanted to do nails. I cannot do hair. I mean, you see my own.
I'm at cosmetology school to do nails. I don't like hair. But I can't travel to Louisville for the nail school. It's too far. So I'll just tough it out, learn some hair, and do what I want to when I'm done. Right, in case I ever need it.
So I wanted to do skincare, and I went to like 3 different cosmetology schools until they were like, you should look at aesthetics. I was like, what is aesthetics? And I was like, yeah, that's what I want to do.
Oh, I love aesthetics. I do a lot of advanced stuff.
That's what I want to do. I come for the esthetician program, but signed up for cosmetology because of nails.
Well, you can do everything that an esthetician can do.
I know. I just need a little bit more, like I need to be under somebody that does it so they can teach me all they know as well.
Well, honestly, if you go do your own thing, you can partner with like Dermalogica, Circadia, all these brands, and they have training. So you wouldn't even have to work under somebody. You could have your cosmetology license.
I'm Dermalogica certified. I did all that already.
They have extensive online training and travel training, so you can go travel and get trained in dermatology.
So are you a Dermalogica product advisor too?
I wish.
I do Bioelements.
Oh, yeah, I haven't tried them, but I heard they're good too.
They're good. I love their products.
You know, I was working my way up to be a Dermalogica educator. That's why I'm an EIT, so.
I'm considered a Dermalogica product advisor.
Ooh, bougie. Fun stuff.
Yeah.
Is that? Yeah, that's that. I think you're stuck right here.
In your skin kit, that paper that comes with your Dermalogica kit.
EITs don't get kits. I'm already a licensed esthetician. I'm an educator in training.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't get no skincare kit. I got cheated.
Well, you need to go talk to the esthetician teacher and have her give you the information, because where you go to school here, you can get Dermalogica certified for free.
Listen, I think I'm Dermalogica certified. I'm pretty sure. 95% sure. I never printed it off.
It'd be good to print those off and hang them on your wall.
Because the school that I went to, we also used Dermalogica. Empire hadn't opened their program yet, so I had to drive to Louisville every day. Which wasn't really a problem, you know, piece of skin.
Does cosmetologists still get certified to be able to do dermaplaning, whatever it's called?
Dermaplane.
Dermaplaning?
I think
Yeah,
we do.
so-
We're certified to do that, right? Once we leave here.
Technically not. You just have to go through training, and if you go work at a spa, they're more than likely going to teach you. But Dermalogica, if you do solo, they have a dermaplaning class. It's like $200, but you can charge like up to $100 per service, so you make it back
I
real
might
quick.
find you, and because I've got my Dermalogica login and stuff, but I don't know where to go on there to get all of this information.
It's confusing because there's the pro account, and then it takes you to the retail account, and there's
Yeah, I
got you.
charge $95 for a dermaplane.
Oh yeah, it is. It helps product penetration. It helps, like, especially I love to do hyaluronic acid after it, so it plumps and delicious.
I have a hydrofacial machine. It's a 7-in-1. I'll be able to use that on people, right, in my shop
Yeah.
as a cosmetologist.
I do hydrofacials. I do microdermabrasions. I do glycolic treatments.
If you're going legal wise, the only thing that
We can't do,
cosmetologists
that's what
can't
I
do
meant.
is extractions. But as long as you've had some type of
That's like
aesthetics training,
popping pimples and pulling that out.
exactly. As long as you have some type of aesthetics training, it's kind of a gray area.
But now that
every
doesn't
time I
count
have,
was
as
trained
the
to do
little.
extractions.
Yeah,
when
but
did
then-
they change that?
I have no idea.
That was a big thing. We lanced and
still-
everything.
Yes, so I don't know.
That's so as far as like lancing and stuff. No, but on my hydrofacial, it has the little machine that sucks those
Yeah,
out.
that's fine, because you're
fine.
working on the epidermis. Anything below
Okay.
the epidermis, you would literally just have to have a class and you're good.
Gotcha.
And even then, as long as you're following sanitation reasons, they're not going to do a class or not. Coming from the cheap side of me, the professional side of me says, take a class. No, I have no idea. They took a lot away from estheticians and cosmos. It's just wrong.
Take pictures of your setup stuff.
Well, they can make more money offering it as a separate class.
It's still wrong.
Yeah, it is.
See, I don't like that.
I don't know, because whenever I went and got a facial done, it was a cosmetologist that
Were
did
you
it.
not
She knew
like
what
it?
she was doing.
I don't like that you have to pay for all these different classes.
don't either.
That is supposed to be in.
Like, what are you paying this for?
Yeah.
so much. They should be.
See, I just.
Like, at this point, they have something
Like-
just to teach you skateboard.
When my granddaughter went to, when she went to cosmetology school, they said, "Oh, you have to buy a $1,000 kit to do nails." I said, "No, you don't. They have to give you 32 hours of nails for free, and your grandmother will teach you. I will make you a kit, and you will take it to school, and I will teach you how to do nails."
That's kind of the way it was here. We
And they
have
were
to buy
mad.
their kids.
They were mad.
Of course they were, because they were out there. They couldn't,
Extort.
yes. Disrespectful.
Look, can you
So
pick
when you
that
started
little
teaching
rose
for
up?
that, did you
It's
have,
like
an
squeezing
educator's
up
license, or
far
did
out
you
of
just
my
I was certified through the State Board of Ohio, the Ohio State Board of Cosmetology, for 2 classes. I did a theory and a hands-on. So my theory was out with the monster nails.
So how many hours do you have to have in Ohio? Is it
You
the
have to have
1,500?
8 oh, yeah, they have to do 1,500 for cosmetology, 200 for nails, 750 for aesthetics.
So it's a little different for nails. I think it's 400 and something here.
Yeah, 450.
Yeah, Kentucky seems to have some of the higher nails.
See, and that's
The
what I'm
higher
saying. If I
nails.
gotta go for 450 hours to do nails, I'll just do this program and get it all. I like nails and skin, nails being my favorite. So
Because it was so hair focused, I just decided to do aesthetics and get my nail license later on.
I'm gonna turn this off now. I'm